many shows do you want to do? How many people do you want to serve? You know, granted, you want to serve, you want to do shows, you want to do all of that. I'm going to start with your heart. How's that sound? Get your heart in the right spot. Because all of us can dream big. We all have a vision. And all of that leads us to our goals by taking the action so that we can achieve those goals, correct? And so I want tonight from the heart and hopefully lead us all in a direction to help with our dreams, visions, and success, with the goals making sure our thoughts, process, and hearts are aligned to achieve that success. So how many of you do you dream? Yeah. Okay, how many of you in this room can sit there right now and go, I have a dream?
Yep.
Hey, that first thought that comes to your mind, I want you seriously to write it down. Because there's something to that first thought. So even if I say, do you have a vision? What are you picturing in your mind for yourself, for your life, for your family, for your premier business? Okay, if you can picture something in your mind, I want you to jot something down that is attached to that vision. Because there's something to that. How about, and it doesn't matter if that is a big dream or a small dream. We just have to start somewhere. It can be a big vision or a small vision. But if you don't have any of that, we can't start, right? So, do you have a short-term thought, dream, goal, vision, and even a long-term? Continue to visualize that. All of a sudden, what desire do you have on your heart? Do you guys know that the desires of your heart are placed there by the one and only true God? And that desire in your heart wasn't placed there just to be placed there because you want to achieve something. It's actually placed there because He wants you to achieve something. He has put that into your heart and brought your mind and heart together. Are you guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure, because I'm seeing some blank stares going, what the heck is she talking about? But stay with me, because in all reality, you have to believe in your dream and your vision, and you have to trust that God has put it there. And pray and ask Him about it if you don't understand it. What actions do you take to achieve those? You have goals, and I know you're all going to receive this awesome, amazing goal sheet that Kate put together and is going to be so nice to give everyone. I am not going to go through that tonight. What I want you to do is I want you to fill this out and talk with your mentor, your upline, sideline. Talk with somebody you trust. Talk with somebody who you can relate with, who knows you and can help you through this goal sheet. Okay? Step by step, really think about it. And somebody said it earlier, write it down. Because when you write it down, it's going to mean something to you and you will achieve it. If you look at it, never write it down, I'm going to say 99% of the time, it won't be achieved. It is so true that we need to sit and write them down. Another thing that I want you to think about for this year is how many of you have a word for the year? A word for the year is something that each one of us should have. My word for the year is courage. And courage comes in so many different packages. I know Elizabeth's, can I share? Okay, I forgot to ask you. Elizabeth's is trust. Okay, so whatever your word is, I know Brett Duncan's is pray. Pick a word that you feel God is placing on your heart, and everything that you do throughout every decision, every goal setting, every movement, every call, every text, think of that word. For instance, I'll go back to courage. None of us like to call. to call. Okay? But you know what? Strap on that courage. You've got to do what you got to do to achieve what it is that you're going for. So if you don't have a word for the year, I highly suggest that you pick out your word. I do believe God gives us the insights, intuition, ideas, and visions for our life. I believe he puts the desires in our heart to direct our steps. It's our job to believe they are possible and act accordingly, because without action, they never become reality. There is and I know I'm going to butcher this because I always say this wrong. Is it Habakkuk in the Bible? Verse 2 through 3 in the Living Bible. Write my answer on a billboard, large and clear, so that anyone can read it at a glance and rush to tell others. But these things I plan won't happen right away. Slowly, steadily, surely, the time approaches when the vision will be filled. If it seems slow, how many of you feel like it seems slow at times? Do not despair, for these things will surely come to pass. Just be patient. They will not be overdue a single day. God has a plan, you guys, for each one of us in this room. Yes, some will move faster than others. Some will get to a different level than others. Some will have more shows than others. Some will have higher retail than others. It's okay. We all need to be alert and careful to run our own race and not get tied up in comparing ourselves to others. Trust that God has given you the desires of your heart, and those are the desires that you need to go for. Be delighted with the Lord, then he will give you all the heart's desires. And that's Psalms 37:4. I believe we all have different timetables for our success and reaching our dreams and goals and how we will go about them. However, to reach them, it is best that we do our due diligence and write them down. Okay, I know I said it before, you heard it earlier. We have to write them down so that we know what we are working towards and going for and what action will be needed to achieve. Again, I'm going to bring it back to Kate's. Did you bring these tonight? Or is it going to be posted?
Oh, nope, okay, it's going to be posted.
They're going to be posted. They're going to be posted. Sorry. Okay, so we must believe it is possible to achieve our goals. We must trust the desires of our hearts, putting others before ourselves. We must declare it by speaking what it is that we want to do or want to be, and we must act on it and create it into existence. Keep in mind, you may fail trying. How many in this room have failed before? Both my hands are up. Okay, it's better to fail by faith than not do anything out of fear. Failure doesn't have to define us. It can refine us and ultimately be a gift. This is what we call failing forward. We have to pick ourselves back up and try again. You get to choose because it's your choice to work to achieve. If you don't like how things are going, guess what? You can change it. It's a choice. Choose to change, choose to pray, choose to listen to what God is doing in your heart. He wants you to dream big. He wants you to succeed. He wants you to go out and serve. He wants you to make a difference in the world by giving you Premier as a gift. I don't know if you all know this, but by design, you are placed in Premier Designs. And the ones that we, earlier Christy was saying, Andy always says, do not quit. And that is key because you never know the next life around the corner that you're going to be able to touch and serve and help. Become a jeweler, become a great hostess, whether it's a no-show or a $1,000 show. It's just keep going. He wants you to dream big, live out your vision, set the goals, take action, and achieve. And whatever you do, do it as a service to him, and he will guarantee you your success. And that's Proverbs 16:3. And last but not least, I know we've got an amazing verse this year with Premier. Can anyone tell me what it is? It's okay. It's not a test. Hold on. Psalms 37:5. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. So those days where you think, I can't do this. I can't, my goal is so big, I just screwed up. I'm not even going to achieve it. you know what? Say, get behind me, Satan. Because you know what? All you have to do in that moment is say, all right, done, next, and move forward. You guys, this business is a gift to us all. And when I say you, I'm not saying you as I'm sitting up here bigger and better than anyone else. We are all in this together. Okay, Premier is amazing. The years that we've been in Premier, over the, time and time again, yes, change comes our way, but change is great. And we all have to learn to embrace the change because there's a reason for it. Okay, who's loving the change of styles?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, can I just tell you, I'm in my holy jeans. And can I tell you, I walked in tonight and told Elizabeth, I told Kate, I didn't pack any clothes for this training. And she called me while I was on the road driving to San Francisco just days ago. And so I'm like, can I just train in my jeans, right? So here's the thing though, I'm sitting here going, it feels weird training in my jeans because all I can hear is Joan Horner going, no jeans. No jeans. And years ago, we had to wear nylons and tights. So, you know what? Change is great going from that extreme to now just being a part of everybody and walking in and wearing jeans to our events. It's okay. But know your crowd as well, the way you're going to dress. Know your crowd, and I know I'm saying this tonight, and it's off goals, but walk and talk and be the jewelry lady. Because not only are you representing yourself, you're representing Premier and what Premier has done for the last 33 years of going out and serving and touching lives. And we're representing our one and only true Father. So you guys have a great evening. Kate, thank you for the honor of letting me share.